Good morning, Roy.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
We are fine and dandy. Had some data this morning.
Yeah, we got quite a bit of data this morning, to be honest. I kind of woke up a little late, a little wobbly this morning, so trying to get myself oriented.
Same here. For some reason, Financial Juice have not updated all their stuff. So I don't understand. Oh, here we go. Let's see if this is right now. Today's the 24th, correct?
That is correct. 24th, week before Halloween.
Yeah. So they're not updated. I don't know why. Interesting. There it is right there, though. Claims came in, actually was 227,000. Forecast was 241. Previous was 241. Revision was 242. So jobless claims came in under projections, under forecast, under previous, under revisions. We know we will have a revision on this later, so not sure how accurate this actually is, but so with the jobless claims going down, that indicates a stronger jobs market, right?
Correct. Those are your initial ones. Your continued claims, though, I think rose a little bit from the forecast.
Yes, initial. I'm not seeing continuous because it's for some reason it's not updated on the site. So
TopStep has it though on their news hub.
Well,
on the economic events.
So the continued jobless claims was 1.897 million. Forecast was 1.875. Previous 1.886. So the continued actually went up a tad bit, which means that a lot of the people that went out, they did not replace those jobs.
Right.
So
kind of a mixed bag a little bit, but this being a weekly report makes it really tough to kind of take any sort of longer approach. But
big one now we're watching for PMI to come out.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, the big one is the PMI after the bell. That's the one that you want to be really careful. You don't want to hold any positions through if you don't like violent moves. Just hold off, because we've actually had such a weak week of economic data that one of these reports are going to be pretty impactful. So yesterday, you saw in the morning, if you watched the stream yesterday, we were very kind of cautious of that homes data that ended up not being too important, but still important enough for us to keep an eye on. But today, we can without a doubt tell you that 15 minutes after the open, the PMI data will move the market. So please be cautious in any positions you're in. Wait for the zone. Good morning. Good to have you.
Good morning. I just got a text from my buddy who is he pulls for underdogs and everything, and got his first upset of the week last night when the winless Kennesaw State beat the undefeated Liberty Flames, and the fans actually stormed the field twice. They stormed the field and realized there was 1 second left, so they had to get all the fans out the field. And instead of letting them on the field, they put them all back in the stands. for that 1 second play, which was a lateral play, which you know how those end up being. So
yeah.
they did that and then turned around and they all rushed the field again. So I saw a question last night, Roy. This is one for you.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a week 7? Has there ever been a winless team beat an undefeated team in week 7?
I cannot. Not
think
in
of
my
one.
lifetime. Yeah, not in my lifetime. I can't think of one. I mean, this is the biggest upset of the season. Well, the biggest upset of the season record wise, I would say Vandy versus Bama still to me is the biggest upset of the season. Even though Vandy's a good team, but
You see, Vandy had to bring in bleachers for the Texas game.
I didn't. Did I read something about some sort of protective netting to?
Yeah, so the visitor side has a huge net in front of it, so they can't throw anything on the field. Because Texas had the issue where they threw stuff on the field. So Vanderbilt, being the smart guys they are, so you know what? We're not going to let that happen. We're putting a big net up.
That's
now
fantastic.
the big deal is: are they going to leave this net up after this week? Or are they going to take it down? They say they do not know yet. So
it's fantastic.
Only in college football.
College football is fantastic. I mean, what kind of story you get on Wednesday night, right? I mean,
yep.
It's good for those students to be able to storm the field and get your first win of the season against, on TV, getting some recognition.
Against Liberty, I don't hate Liberty getting beat because I think Liberty's always overrated.
Liberty has provided us with one of the best memes of Hugh Freeze and his box coaching from his hospital bed. So
I've got ties to Hugh Freeze. He coached at us.
Of
course, and then he also left us in shambles when he left.
Yeah.
A lot of fans seem to forget that part. Everybody's like, "Oh, he's the greatest coach we ever had." Like, no, he's not. No. He's not even close to the greatest coach we ever had. He took advantage of some situations, and it worked out in his favor for a while. But good riddance when the guy left.
Yeah.
He was a snake in the grass, man. Just a snake in the grass. Still is.
Yeah, it's unfortunately a common theme with some of these college coaches, but
well, most of them are out and open about it, Roy. He hides behind scripture with it, and I just don't. That just
that's not good. Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, I remember he was sitting there it was a tape. It was like a Friday or something, and he was interviewed by ESPN or something, and they asked him, about his religious life and all that, and he said, "Yeah, do all this. The only vice he has is that he dips snuff every once in a while. He just that's his vice. He's got to get over it. Blah blah blah." And while that interview was airing, he was sitting in the back of a bar at Funky's in Oxford, Mississippi, drinking vodka out of a styrofoam cup while he was screwing the bartender. So he had more vices than just that. And I know for a fact because I saw him in the bar doing exactly what I said he was doing. This was not secondhand knowledge. It's a small town. Can't get away with much around here without people knowing about it.
No. That's the thing. College towns, dude, everybody knows everything. Small towns,
and especially when you're the football coach. I mean, let's be.
You're the guy. Yeah, you're the guy. Yeah. If I recall correctly, highest paid state employee, always.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they're gonna keep an eye on you. Well, we got another good morning. Good morning, Cashy. Welcome.
Good morning.
We're just kind of getting back to the stock side of things. We had Tesla report yesterday. Just crushed their EPS side of things. Brought a lot of hope back into the market.
I think the big deal with Tesla was they was expecting a big miss on revenue. And I don't think the miss on revenue was what they expected it was going to be. I think it came in a lot better than expected. So that's why you saw the pop. And as Roy told me pre-stream, Tesla saved the market yesterday.
Yeah. They got beaten up pretty good. And I think at the end of the day, if we kind of scroll back, kind of go through the chart, let me go a little bit longer time frame here. This is your 30-minute chart. So we got our waterfall, of course, right after we finish our stream. Um, we get a waterfall, and I'll have Monty go over some candle by candle analysis that he was talking pre-stream on that. And
Pretty
then
easy.
got down to about 5,800, 5,801. And then in my theory was you saw short starting to cover heading into Tesla earnings, or they just had a nice level below the 20-day moving average, which is Monty's second favorite indicator. The short started covering, and then you got kind of this just since then just a rise on that data. So we're mindful of what Tesla is doing. Flipping over to them, they are up 14.5% of $31. I don't know how
Wow.
juiced those options were, but I imagine some people are pretty happy this morning.
I'm saying they were juice, but that's probably that juice is probably worth the squeeze.
Yeah, I think so.
Doesn't happen often, but it looks like it might have been worth the squeeze.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, they for all intents and purposes did what the market was hoping they would do. Let me go to a 5-minute chart on these guys and make sure we're in extended hours. Yeah. So you got Apple still red. It didn't have the best news yesterday. Post stream, they got some negative news on their iPhone sales. So Apple started kind of the drop in the market yesterday. Nvidia starting to get its groove back. It's back over 141. It closed yesterday below 140. It's already up 1%. Microsoft is up almost 0.5%. Google up almost 0.5%. Amazon up over 0.5%. Meta up over 0.5%. And Tesla, of course, we've already kind of established, up almost 15% now. Swinging over to the VIX. You can see it had a fun time yesterday, and then it's gapped down this morning and just kind of maintained that gap down. So it's just kind of chopping around back below 19. So
Howie, there. Yeah, expect to move about $14 on Tesla, so calls it pretty well.
yeah,
It don't normally happen that way, but looks like it. All you gamblers.
Yeah, I'll play earnings. Bitcoin was an interesting chart yesterday to me. As the market was dropping, Bitcoin, it was down a couple percent, but nothing crazy, and it's basically roared back what it had lost yesterday. The really interesting one to me was Solana. Solana really held its gains very well yesterday and didn't really see a huge drop, and then just started roaring after hours. So cryptos are always good to kind of see the risk on stuff. Let's go to the Dixie. Dixie's kind of trending down this morning. It hit a high of 104.57. It's already still holding above 104, but
you did a 50.
Did 50
instead of 50, you did 50, 57, 57,
57, 57.
Love it.
I'm a man of the streets, Monty. 10-year yield gap down, but kind of pushing up again. So keeping an eye on that as we approach. Looking through energy is up 0.3%. Financials 0.15%. I believe we had some earnings this morning of American Airlines, UPS, and Southwest. Let's take a look at those as we kind of have some filler before the open.
So does the NASDAQ pop on the NASDAQ earnings?
Hey, that's an interesting one.
That's a good thought.
If NASDAQ is not beating earnings, there is a huge problem in the world.
Yeah. We're in trouble more ways than we know.
So it looks like American Airlines did pretty good on their earnings. Looks like an earnings crush, really. I mean, just kind of opens where it's slightly up 2%. Good deal there. What was that UPS? UPS is always an interesting one. Whoa. Okay. UPS did pretty good on their earnings. Beat revenue forecast for the first time in 2 years. Up 11% pre-market. So that's a stick right there. Nice job for anyone who gambled on UPS. What's NASDAQ just for fun? I don't even know their ticker. NASDAQ Inc. Oh, they did down 2%. Profit growth, revenue 1.2, just net profit. So that's kind of pre-market rundown. I'm gonna flip it over to Monty and let him go through some candle by candle before we open up, so you can see why we want to do this strategy.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting a refresh here on Top Step X. If you can see, this is actually, before we get moving back, this is the that trend zone that we drew yesterday that we've come back in, rejected. This is one of our levels that we were watching. So the candle by candle yesterday, Lord help us. So let's see, we got off about 10 o'clock. So let's just look from 10 on. And then we get the flush down right at 10, right? So you had a candle by candle play here. Gulfing, came back. Boop, nice little play. Candle by candle here. Boop, candle by candle here. Boop, candle by candle here. You notice the theme, right? Candle by candle here. Candle by candle here. And then we get to the bottom. We get a candle by candle reversal. Pop. We're not done yet. We get a candle by candle here and here. Pop. So there was money to be made on candle by candle yesterday. I think I counted at one point, what was it, Roy? 10 candle by candles we had. Yeah. And that was just from us stopping to close yesterday. So you can see we came right below the zone here. This was all the way down to 5,800. Me and Roy kind of talked after the stream yesterday about the would we see some short covering going into one of the Tesla earnings. And we've talked about it probably about right in here, I would say, in this time frame. And I was like, I don't know. But once it hit 5,800, there was, these shorts were looking for, that was a target they had. 5,800 is a slight level. So once it hit 5,800, I think we did get some short covering here. And then, of course, then we get into close, and it's any man's game. But you can see once we get here, volume started to trend back up. So I think we had short cover right here in this area. I don't think it was a ton of short covering, but I think you had a lot that covered at 5,800. So that's just where we're at.
Yeah, different strategies are gonna always work. Cassie mentioned in the chat about fib rejections and stuff like that. So yeah, it's candle by candles what we're working, but whatever works for you guys, feel free to share. One thing we'd like to do, I didn't even talk to Monty about this, but we're live, so let's do it now. If after the stream you guys could post comments on like how you guys did on the day, that'd be really cool for us to kind of look back at each day, how our live trade session went for everybody. Helps the channel get some comments and also gets your engagement. We'll try and highlight some of those comments in the next stream. So we're interested in learning that you guys are learning with us, and anything you guys have to offer us as well. But looking at today, I mean, you're kind of back in this chop zone that we're hoping to break. We broke out of obviously yesterday, and now we're right back in it. So, kind of in between the 5-day and the 20-day moving average.
You want to see something really interesting?
Yeah, let's do it.
Where's all the orders at?
Yeah. What?
Yeah. There's really nothing there. You don't see that very often. That is, I don't know what to make of this, to be honest with you. Usually you see a lot of orders close, but I mean, we can zoom in some for sure, but let's you.
My initial gut reaction to this would be that PMI data is that important.
Yeah, but you normally don't see them. I mean, you zoom out all the way to 6,000 to 5,700. You're
Right.
not seeing a ton of orders there. It's you do see 284 orders, iceberg orders sitting up around 6,000. That's something interesting. Now those orders, that's just sitting orders. They'll sit there until they eventually either get filled or they come up with a different strategy they're looking for. But interesting to see. Of course, then we're getting a slight pullback, like Roy said we are. We popped overnight. So overnight, we trended up all overnight. And then now we're just sideways. So technically you could draw a zone, just draw a big zone here, whichever way you break, whichever way it breaks would be probably a good play in that direction. So
yeah, I mean the market was due for a good 1% down day, and it got its fill yesterday. So now the question is, do you get continuation, or did Tesla allow more confidence back into the Mag 7? Good good drama ahead.
yeah.
Combine wise, I believe you finished green on the day. Is that right? Yesterday?
Yeah, we're up a little barely green. We didn't do much afterwards. So yeah, when I say green, we squeaked by.
Yeah, I think you stopped it. It was right after the stream ended, and you got that first flush down.
Yeah.
Put you back green.
Hindsight.
No. Well, I mean, that
Would
was
have kept that. Would have finished. Would have got 3,000.
Yeah. It was I think it was a nice breather the market needed. Now let's see if it's let me flip over to the daily chart real quick to see what we got there.
And guys, we're also looking at doing some more. I know a few of you guys have watched the how to get a combine video. We're gonna come out with a series of videos showing why futures, what's the advantage of trading futures, our strategies, pretty much everything from prop firms, all prop firms. We're going to do a video where we cover all the prop firms that we've dealt with anyway, and kind of give pros and cons of what we see. I mean, we're trying this. We have this channel here to try to help you guys out. So hopefully this helps you, especially some of the newer people that are watching.
Definitely. We're all about learning, because in this game you got to keep learning, and so if we keep doing this content like we want, it makes us stronger. I'm just kind of drawing something there, but we're still in an uptrend. Still haven't broken down. You had basically a curl retest, and will it just keep pushing higher? You got the 50-day bending up still. Your 20-day kind of flattening. Your 5-day kind of bending down. So we got a lot of juicy earnings next week. I think, what is that? 5 out of the 7 Mag 7 report. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Next week is Tech Week.
Yeah, Coinbase reports as well. I mean, there's a lot of them. So you could just kind of get chopped heading into next week and into next week as we approach these earnings. So be cautious. Know what you're dealing with. Looking at NQ's chart. Oh, I had drawn that one. Yeah, so you had no doubt about yesterday's candle was bearish. And so do you get an inside day today to kind of set up moving forward?
Oh, please don't give us an inside day.
Yeah. Well, is it really an inside day on a 100-point bearish candle?
On NQ, yes.
Well, I guess NQ, what is that? It's a 500-point candle. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
That's a thank you. See how the VIX is doing. VIX is just so muted down here.
Get a little sell off before open here.
Yeah, the VIX being a little muted, got a little bit of a green candle pop, which kind of goes. I don't know. That aligns to what Bookmap's showing. It's just not really telling you anything.
No, it's this. I mean, this might be one of the weirdest charts I've seen on Bookmap.
Yeah. Especially
Which
5
means
minutes to open.
it could run one direction at open.
Yeah.
They're going to be looking. Here's the key. So the market is always searching for buyers, whether it's up or down, wherever it's going. It's always searching for buyers. Being that we had the sell-off we had yesterday, are the dip buyers still? Are they going to come back in and open and pop this thing all the way back up, or did they buy what they were going to buy on the dip yesterday? They're going to sit back and wait. I mean,
yeah.
You look, you got a huge move down, but then we get the V recovery back up. So to get right back in that trend, interesting spot we're sitting in right here. You could actually draw. From here. So you got a zone here. Does it come down here? And if we just pop back and forth, which way does it break here? Here, this could be an explosive move either way if it does it. Or it could just, you know what, screw it. We're just going to stay on this little trend right here and keep going sideways. So interesting spot we're in.
I may hold off until PMI data unless there's just something really obvious.
I mean, you got PMI of 845, so yeah, I think that's actually a very, very solid call. I might trade just since it is the personal account is MES. I might take a MES long here just to see if we pop into open.
Yeah,
it's strictly a gamble. We'll risk $20 to make $30-40. Sounds like a good plan to me.
Maybe a VWAP.
Yeah, we're gonna look at it here, see if we get what we get.
Well, it looks like it's getting it.
Yeah, right on that trend we just drew too. So there's that.
5860. We kind of talked about that yesterday on stream.
Yeah,
it was minor support
that was at the time. All right, we're gonna try one and see. Let's see what happens.
Oh, I did open my Webull account, by the way. So now I just gotta.
Yay.
I don't have any brokerage account with them, so I've got to start that, and then I'll do the futures thing. So I'm probably like 2 weeks out before everything clears and gets all that. But
it takes it takes 4 full days. So on your futures, to fund your futures account, you have to deposit money into a margin account or a cash account, or you can't deposit money straight to your futures account. You got to transfer it to an account and then transfer from that account. It settles. So it takes 3 full days plus a day.
Okay.
So it settles, then the next day you can actually move it after it settles. So I put that $500 back in. I added 500 on Monday. It settled today. I can move it to the futures account tomorrow.
Perfect.
It's really annoying, but once you get it set up, you get past that low point, you shouldn't be adding money like that every day. It's not going. I mean, you've got other money there, so. And I'm keeping it tight. We're risking no more than $50 a day, trying to make $50 a day. So we hit $50, we lose $50, we're out for the day.
Perfect.
I'm going to try to grow this account to see what is this? October the 24th. We got all of November, all of December, so roughly let's say 2 months. Let's see if we can get this account to $5,000 by December. Trading MES. Here's the open, and my play is busted at open. So that did not last long.
Came right back down to the bottom Bollinger Band on ES. And
this is a pretty big sell-off. This is strange. S&P 500 is negative 35 million. NASDAQ negative 35 million. The Dow negative 90. Mag 7 negative 15. So all negative again. So typically, when you see those negatives, we get either a drop, like we're getting now in a pop, or we get a pop and a drop. So this time we did the drop. Let's see if there's a pop after these orders are filled, or if they push this bad boy back down to 5,800. I did not hit 5,800 on my bingo card yesterday, by the way.
I did not either. But see if it holds 58.50, like you said, and testing it now. Get my tide all ready to go.
I mean, this is hard to read. Monster sell-off. My gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
we just 50.
There goes 50. 10-point drop plus at the open. Just the open candle.
This is unheard of for ES, to be honest with you. we don't get this very often.
As we watch it and see if it goes, kind of flipping over to Mag 7, you've got Apple down almost 1%. NVIDIA kind of gave up its gains, up only 0.5% now. Microsoft red, Google red, Amazon red, Meta basically flat, slightly up, and Tesla's holding up pretty good given its move. You got the VIX had a pop to 19. Look at that gap up at the open. So yeah.
Look, it'll scroll back up real quick. You get these big candles on ES and then Q down, and they're both green.
Yeah. So it's got room to fall if it wants to. Is also the point here. It can stay green and still drop pretty hard.
So what it looks like is you had your prospects were getting out before PMI data.
That is what it appears to be. Oh, one of my swings is going. Go, coin, go. 206. So ES. Your 20 days at 58.33. That's basically your monthly average. But I mean, that is just a sharp bend on VWAP right out the gate. All that action, we still hadn't had the first candle close.
Yeah, we could have had order sitting at the at this break. Would have got 8 points off the break. Now today we won't get a candle by candle all morning. We got so many yesterday.
They're not going to make it easy for us.
TikTok news coming out.
TikTok news.
Owner ByteDance faces flagging growth as e-commerce rivals. Geopolitical will take toll. I'm going to tell you, if everybody's worried about TikTok and you're not worried about the little spy devices in your pocket every day, that's what gets me there. Like, oh, that's giving all your stuff to China. Like, you done given all your stuff to China. You've given all your stuff to everybody.
Your tide is saying dip buyers are showing up.
Really, no comment.
Look, we know, and all the fear be afraid of them, don't be afraid of us type thing. It just makes me more afraid of you, right? So
That's look, saying this is that's not political at all. That's just common
no,
sense.
it's not political.
This thing right here, you don't think it knows exactly what you do every day, no matter what, anyway, already? You're crazy.
Well, yeah,
You can talk. Me and Roy can talk about something. Let's talk about a product. When I go to look at my social media without me looking for it, that product's going to be in social media. Like, hey, look at this.
Yep.
Getting a bounce here. If you look,
Yeah, it's Tide was showing it.
Always look left. We had a little area to our left that shows all that little consolidation area. We came down, hit it. Now we're bouncing back up. Now if we break here, it's too close to data, but you're looking pretty much. Let's just put it there. We get this break, which lines up with this break, then you should get more move down. You could trade that as a zone if you want to.
You're getting buying pressure again on NVIDIA. It's back up over 141. That's a big candle.
CBD started at pretty much flat at open, and it is negative 4,000 right now.
Yeah, interesting. Call volume taken over. Slight dip on it. Put premium below, but you're getting call volume rising. Slight dip on the premium, I should say. Similar story on the holdings, but again, early. We're in a spaghetti mess. Let's look at the sectors heading into this data. Wow. So
yeah, wow. That does not look like the chart.
well, kind of, right? Because you are green on the chart. It's just
I guess, yeah.
green.
Okay, technically,
Yeah.
you're right. Technically, you're right.
So
it's that candle carries everything off.
yeah, it's kind of like going up against yesterday's stuff, right? So it's got a head start a bit. But Nvidia's back. LED helped me identify why Nvidia didn't show up on the net premiums here. It's because it was all negative net premium. So Nvidia was actually at the bottom part of it.
Oh, okay.
At the top. So the QQQ and coin getting some negative attention to start. Tesla, is that right? What? Oh, that's all.
Welcome back. Welcome back, Elon. Welcome back.
Holy cow!
We missed you, buddy. We missed you.
Power of earnings there. So
My gosh. I said 94 million, right?
It does say 94 million. Second place is Nvidia at 4.8 million.
Wow.
A little dip and rip here on the tide. Let's see if ES, battling 58.50. I think keeping an eye on Microsoft and Google's falling hard. That's no good for me.
We still got 7 minutes till data too. So, like I said, myself and Roy, we are not going to rush anything. I try to play it open. It backfired in my face. So that's why we have stop losses.
Yeah. Hanging tough.
58.63 has 426 orders sitting in it. Just anybody wondering? 58.54 has, you've got a cluster there and a cluster here. So interesting. I am all off on all my. Roy, give me a couple minutes. My phone has died again. For some reason, my phone didn't charge last night. I woke up in shambles this morning.
I need to get you a wireless. I need to get you a wireless charging stand. Maybe that's
I've had one. And I like to, before I go to sleep, I got like one of those 10-foot charger cords. So I can lay in bed and scroll while it's charging. And I had it plugged up last night. Just woke up and it was dead.
No, this is for your desk, man. You can put it on your desk.
Yeah.
It's kind of staring at you.
We'll work on that.
Maybe I'll buy two. One for you and one for a giveaway.
There you go. We got to do something when we hit 500 subscribers, right? Please like and share. Go into that. Trying to get 500. We're at 340. So
everybody has one of those spy devices now. So
yeah, hey, just give me just a couple minutes. I gotta do a couple things, and I'll be right back.
So you had a green candle come in. Start. Let's see if it can hold any sort of gains. Again, we've got data in 5 minutes. So if you're in anything, be cautious. If you're in a short, good job. If you're in a long, good job. But just know the market's going to move here shortly. Got tide pushing up. Got call volume still pushing higher. SPY holdings. Call volume still pushing higher. Put premium below the zero. You know, was the overnight move a dead cat bounce? Will we get continuation here after this initial sell-off? Like we said, there will be some drama. So we are here for it. Oh, McDonald's back over 300. I'm loving it. Coin 207. Good deal. Micron. Let's see with Bitcoin. Bitcoin up $1,000. Solana holding its gains. Yeah, very, very interesting start to the morning. Apple broke under 230. That's not good. That's not good. Flip back over to Tide. Yeah. They're making their bets. That's for sure to the long side. I mean, let's go to out of the money only, and these are all out of the money calls getting put in. So they are buying the dip and betting for a rebound. We'll see if that happens. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. That's just what the data is showing us now. We got about 3 minutes till data. I just realized I was not sharing my screen the whole time I went through that whole segment. Fantastic. Go Tide back. You guys can see the call volume is rising. Or sorry, call premium is rising. Call volume is now starting to slow. Still up though. Holdings, same story. Got a drastic drop here. Ooh, SPY starting to come down. Set a new low. Apple under 230, like I had mentioned before, but there you can see it. It's down 0.5%. NVIDIA still above 140. Can't quite hold that over 141 level. We'll keep an eye on that. Microsoft red. Google almost down 1%. Is there news there? Hugging Face and Amazon launched Hugs. The open source reduced AI development costs. Service automated converting AI models. Okay. Amazon up 0.5%. Nice bullish rebound. That's the candle you're hoping ES would do if you're long. Meta down or up 0.5%. Tesla. Look at Tesla. So it got up to 250. Up 16% currently. Very strong move. Coin pushing new highs. Keep doing your thing. Coin almost 210. That bodes well for me. McDonald's back over 300. Up 0.5%. You know, when you see E. coli in the news, you buy the dip. Micron dropping a little bit. Iron recovering very nicely. This is your beast, though, Solana. Love it. Love Solana. Great tech, great crypto. Purpose. Keep on running. So ES is kind of hanging out here. We've got about 30 seconds down of data. So if you're in any positions, please be cautious of that. 30-second warning on data.
30-second warning.
30-second warning. Was it that college football can't say 2-minute warning? They have to say the 2-minute timeout.
Dumbest thing ever.
It is.
Hey, y'all hear that? It's a charger at the desk.
It's the
Orders,
most pleasant sounding spy in the business.
Orders cleared for a second. PMI flash 55.3. Forecast is 55. Previous 55.2. Manufacturing PMI flash actual 47.8. Forecast 47.5. Previous 47.3. There is your data.
So better than expected all across the board, huh?
Yep. And the
so
market doesn't seem to like it.
We've got home sales at the top of the hour. That's your next data push. And then you have an hour from that, probably right when we end our stream, is your Kansas City manufacturing index. You've got 4-week and 5-year bonds today.
Look at 58.52.
Which one? Oh, sorry.
724 orders in at 58.52.
Wow.
Wow is right. There's a talent crisis in China. Don't really know what to say on that one. But that is news. It's tanking the market.
You got Tide going.
You don't have anything to that one, do you?
I mean, I've got so many China stock jokes and stuff like that. I'm just going to hold them back. We got market Tide pushing higher. This is while you're away, Monty. And actually, we flipped over to the out of the money tab. You can just see they're just betting on a rebound. So these are all out of money calls. That's what everybody's betting on. And you got the all matching that. So all the money is hoping for a rebound, which is a dangerous game if it doesn't. So that means you got a lot of hope getting pushed out right now.
Pulled some of those orders too. So that 700 orders is now 300 and something orders moving around. So
Tesla back over 250.
Oh, our boy Snoop is probably happy.
Good call, Snoop. Good gamble.
That was sure enough a gamble. If you're gonna gamble on one, Tesla's probably one to gamble on.
Good gamble. I tell you, that was a bit risky coming off of that Robotaxi event because you're wondering what more can they say to excite people.
Well, not only that, but then you had the lawsuit against the Robotaxi stuff. You have the lawsuit coming on the iRobot stuff. They were projecting. I mean, it all boils down to they were projecting a huge miss on revenue, and they didn't get the huge miss on revenue. So
flip over to your chart to see if we hit anything. We're kind of in no man's land.
You got a candle by candle down here, and it's playing out. I didn't catch it, so
I missed it too. And it's the data candle though, so that one's tough.
Yeah, but it's there.
It's true.
But I agree. You're kind of gambling on that. Move to the bottom left so we can see screen levels better.
I think it makes the chart bigger. I'm gonna do it.
Actually, the delivery numbers were known ahead, but they were projecting a huge miss on revenue. Like it was known there was going to be a huge risk on revenue, and they did not get a huge miss on revenue. That's why you're seeing your pop. It was all revenue numbers. Had a better beat on earnings per share, and their revenue numbers were higher than what they thought. So.
Let's see, Tide. We're still betting out of the money.
Myself and Royce talked about this a lot. We overcomplicate things so much. It comes down to really simplicity.
Got puts turning down a little bit below the zero line. They are just keeping that going on but you've seen your call volume drop a little. I don't know. This could be.
I'm saying we're getting a reversal here at some point. We're just waiting on the signal to give us either way now. We're past data. We do have more new home sales data coming out at 9. So that is something to keep an eye out for, which it tells you at the bottom. New home sales units coming up. So we got that. And then we are free and clear for a bit. Do we have anybody speaking today?
Yeah. You got some ECB folks, but Fed wise, I don't see it on this calendar. Let me see it on another calendar.
That does not mean they won't pop up, though.
Yeah. A day without a Fed speaker is weird.
You do have Kansas City Fed manufacturing coming out at 10. That could move a little depends on what we're doing. You got the 4-week bill, high yield, and to cover coming out, bid to cover coming out. That's probably going to be a nothing burger. 5-year tips, high yield, and bid to cover is probably going to be a nothing burger. Anybody that does trade overnight, you do have some Japanese data coming out afterwards that you always have to be aware of. They have CPI and service PPI coming out, so you got to be careful with that overnight for you Globex Degans out there, degenerates. I know some of you do it. Luckily, those days are behind me.
I looked at it yesterday and I was like, I'm gonna watch Kennesaw State. Maybe spend the game.
You saw history last night. Is what you saw.
Yeah.
I forgot we were playing football last night, and I saw somebody show the Liberty quarterback. Oh, let me check out Liberty, because if Florida ends up firing their coach, which seems more than likely that's going to happen, the Liberty coach has been one that has been mentioned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, primetime game last night in front of everybody, they fumbled the bag.
Yeah.
How do you undefeated and you lose to Kennesaw State, who has never beaten an FBS team in their history?
Yeah.
This is their first year up, right?
I think they were there last year.
Were they? And so they went winless last year against FBS team?
Yeah.
Fun. I want to be known for that.
Let's see. You're getting a little push back up here on some of this Mag 7 stuff. Look at Nvidia's candle.
Yeah.
And
they wouldn't fill their little gap and went back to business, didn't they?
Apple wanting to retest 230 maybe shortly. Microsoft just can't get it sustained going. I mean, sustained move going. Maybe.
If you look the last couple of days, Microsoft's really been
on a ripper.
Yeah, it's been holding the market up the last couple of days. It's time for them to take a break and let NVIDIA take back over.
Yeah, and Tesla. Well, helpful.
Tesla. 250 is a big number for Tesla. That's a big number there. Up $36. Wow.
Yeah. Got the dollar rising a little bit here.
Guys, I don't know if everybody, if you could go back and look, we added a new video on how to get a top stop combine. If you could watch that and like it and comment on it, that would be much appreciated. Helps us out.
Yep. And also,
we're going to get our bullish engulfing candle here.
Please like and subscribe.
Please like and subscribe.
This is SPX. It looks like it. Yeah, going back to ES. Make it a little smaller. Looks like it. And that would line up with some Tide stuff. How's CVD and Bookmap?
CVD is 3,200. Bookmap still looks very strange. So Be perfect to go hit that ribbon right there. Now, new candle. Let's pull back. Come on. Give me the pullback. Give me the pullback.
Flip over to you.
Give me the pullback. I need a little more out of you. Come on, just a little bit more. We're trying to be patient with this. We're close. You're close. Oh, you almost got to take it.
Oh, it missed me by a tick.
I see.
Hit that ribbon. So it's fighting the ribbon now. It's going to probably come back. Test 58.50.
Yeah, 58.50 would probably be a better spot here. Let's see if we can do it. Come on, just a little more. Then give me the pop we know you can do. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Well, maybe.
Come on.
Oh, we get within a tick or two.
Come on. Do it.
Yeah, maybe. No.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah.
So we're flipping over to Tide. You got calls still rising, puts still falling, call volume rising.
CBD slowly grinding up. It is now to negative 2,200. It got up to negative 47.
You got a retest of this ribbon now. See if we can push higher.
We need a break. We need a VWAP break. What we need, and then we can. This will be a good play, but
they got rejected hard on that ribbon.
Hard rejected. Yeah, that was not a good sign there. But we are still seeing. We're going to take the same play and.
Got NVIDIA kind of doing its own candle by candle dance here.
Yeah.
Looks like Tesla small rejection at 250. Down a buck. Apple. Come on, Bubba. Apple break 230. We may be in business here.
Very well could be.
Tide mellowing out a bit. Flipping back over to ES. So we're going to break this ribbon.
That ribbon has proven to be pretty tough.
It was your blueprint yesterday, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It just rode it all the way down. So that ribbon's middle of it, 58, 52, 50.
CBD's climbing back negative 2,600 now, so it's getting a little bit back to the short side, which you can see here. We're getting a little move back. Got to hold this area there.
Kind of flattening out here on Tide as it makes its decision. We have data. Oh, shoot. We have data in 45 seconds.
We sure do.
Homes
My
data.
goodness. Well,
what do we want to do?
Break even? Here we are, boys and girls. This is where we're at. It makes us or breaks us.
All right.
Get another candle.
I'm going to cut it. Break even. I don't hold through data. I can't hold through data. I'm trying to be good about holding through data.
You know what?
Even if it's just home sales.
You've made the right call.
Yeah.
Me, I am not. I'm gambling in all accounts right this second.
Get it. Do it for money.
Oh,
Oh, do it for money.
come on, baby.
Push through the ribbon.
Oh, it's rejecting the 8. Oh, my goodness. This is horrible. Can't have anything nice. This is why we can't have anything nice.
Push through the ribbon. Apple's pushing.
Just so you know, on the firm to be named later, got within one tick of my $500 goal here, and that hurts. That hurts.
It's holding the 58.50 right now.
Yeah, it's holding it. Yeah, it's got to get us a little poppy pop. Just a little poppy pop here. All I need is 58, 52, 50. Give me that. I'm out of one side. Come on, 52. 50. We're not asking for much here. We're really not asking for much here.
Really not. Calls are rising a little bit. Puts her flatlining.
CBD is negative 23, 24. I'm not liking this close. Oh, you tick away. Oh,
push it. Got it.
There it is. Got on that side.
Got it and rejected. Wow.
Got on that side. 5-15-70 across the board on them bad boys.
Good play.
Thank you for playing my game.
So now we're heading up to VWAP.
We're going to risk less. We're going to risk 300 now. If it comes back and breaks that, we're in trouble anyway. So
yeah, it can't break that 8.
No. Not yet. That's all right. Hey, what do we do on this other side over here? We log off them bad boys. We hit exit and market cancel all. You hear that? That's multiple clicks. It's multiple clicks.
Should retest
Nice
your
deal,
8
baby.
again.
Yeah.
Your candle by candle is still playing out.
Home sales actual 0.738 million, forecast 0.72, Pierce 0.71. So it actually beat. We have beat in all data this morning. Guaranteed $100 in this trade now.
Hit VWAP. Let's see if we can break through it. Broke right through it so far. Candle by candle play was the correct move. I got spooked on data, but that's okay.
Guaranteed 375 now.
Pushing higher. Good job. Good job.
I would love to get this break right here, and then let's get us a $1,700, $2,000 play out of this. That would be perfect. Would love for you to come all the way back up to here. I don't know if we can get there. We got the stop pretty tight, so we might get stopped out and have to look for another entry. That is one great thing about candle by candle. It does give you multiple entries on most days. Not every day, but most days. I would love to move it up to VWAP. If we can get a break and hold here. If we break that 21, I'll move this up to VWAP. So what we're looking for, We're up 860 on this play right this second. Might be being a tad bit greedy on it. Maybe we should have just took profit, but you know what?
Tide pushing. Tide volume still climbing a little bit. So Tide's still in your favor. Apple broke 230, so it's at 230.20. Nvidia is now approaching 141. Microsoft went green. Google's on its way to green.
It did not stop us out there. What do you do? What happened? It did not. It went right past the stop. There you go. So it actually did stop. It was delayed. So we made 366 on the play.
You may want to check your copy trading on that. Make sure all your accounts, because that was a bit of a glitch. Got it.
All good to go. All good to go. was definitely a glitch there, but it did its thing. It closed it, even though it made me a little nervous for a second there. Now we are waiting for another play. We might, I'll call it 30 seconds early, like end of the candle, like Roy does. Do we get one here?
You're back fighting that 8.
I'm gonna tell you, Roy. Just glancing at bug map. I mean, it's almost like they want 5,800 again. You got a lot of orders sitting around 5,800.
That would completely screw over all of these people that are buying calls like banshees. I mean,
you know what? Sometimes it bees that way.
It would be a tough one for them if they flush this thing down.
Well, here's what you got to look at. So you had this big, huge candle, this wick on the rejection of the 21. Now you're getting bearish engulfing. If it closes, if we get any, as long as it doesn't give us a stupid wick to the downside and we get the bearish engulfing, I will take it short, because that is what candle by candle theory tells you. And then you can just keep your stop tight above the previous close, so you won't be risking as much. But we hadn't got this candle close yet, so they might fight this thing back up. Book map is not much help, and tide is not much help right this second. So you're kind of on your own. As Led said the other day, we are in hard mode, looks like. Luckily, we were smart. We moved some stops up, so we guaranteed some profit on those trades. Hit our target on the 1. Here, we're up $15 still on the personal account over here. Never hit the target, but
this candle's important. Oh,
yeah, there's a drop.
Candle's important. So, yeah, still halfway through the candle, and it's bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, we've got 2.5 minutes left on this candle.
I think your candle's being controlled by this guy. NVIDIA dropping.
Ooh.
So, NVIDIA testing 140. Apple had a nice rebound to 230. Let's see if it can hold. So those are your two. All eyes on those two.
We went on and cut the personal account. Made like $10 on one MES. So that's not great, but it's not horrible. $10 is $10. That buys me if I want a chicken Big Mac meal, I can get a chicken Big Mac meal.
Yep. I tell you, if that wick holds up here, you got a pretty interesting double wick situation here.
Might regret not holding that long.
Still got 90 seconds in the candle.
Safe play. Right now, we are still getting a bearish engulfing. So if you're trading candle by candle, it is still saying to the short side. But like you said, we still got almost 1.5 minutes left in this candle. So anything goes.
Flipping over to tide, kind of flatlining on the calls, but it's flatlining as well. Spaghetti land, and we're hanging out at 58.50, which SPX 58.10.
Interesting. Still up on the day. So
yeah, well, good start so far. Let's see how this last 30 seconds close out for us.
Ooh, Bank of England's, man, going forward, I see a lot more inflation. The drop in UK participation rate seems permanent. Wow, okay. There is no prospect of rates returning to pre-pandemic levels.
Dang, this guy's hawkish.
Yeah, he's in puts, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right, so we got it. Got the candle by candle. Oh, no, I didn't get it quite where I want it. We're going to try to get it there and there. So let's just say we're doing 1 for 1. We're going to risk 1,000 and pretty much make 1,000. All right, so we're going to move this take profit to that low there. There we go. And if for some reason this trade plays out, this will be the probably final trade on these accounts today. That would get us 1,500. I'm fine with making 1,500 a day. That puts us in line to get it funded 4 days or so. We're not worried about getting funded in 2 days. Just trying to get it steady growth on it and get them funded and continue the steady growth on them once we get them in the XFA stage till we get to the live stage. We will be back on the live stage.
So you're testing your 8 here, which has been the booger all day. You've got
better entry spot there, to be honest with you, but
yeah, Nvidia back over 140, Apple back over 230. So all of Mag 7, 5 out of 7 Mag 7 is green, with the 2 laggards being Google and Apple, both down 0.2%, so not far behind. You're not really getting much on flow. You're getting kind of a flat line on flow, a little dip on puts.
What's our leading sectors here?
Leading sectors are going to be consumer discretionary, probably the Tesla move, real estate, tech. Let me refresh this, make sure. Oh, yeah, that updated. Yeah. So all the big sectors are green except industrials.
Yeah.
Tesla dominating the premiums as expected.
Who is KKR?
I don't know. KKR company, financial services.
They must have had something crazy come out.
Yeah.
Here's the pop above the 8. Like I said, we still got a few things to go to before it stops us out. So we still might have a rejection.
That rejection could be a VWAP, which would be bad for this play.
Wouldn't stop me out yet. We have our stop above VWAP with that top of that wick of that candle there. But is it going to give us? Here's the thing: if it gives us a bullish engulfing here, we automatically get out of the trade and go long. Even though it seems like a lot of swapping back and forth, but if it gives you that, at that point, the bearish thesis is no longer valid. But it is not giving us that yet. It's actually giving us a deep rejection here. So need to push down hard. Get me $1,000 and call us a day. We break this candle. We break the bottom of this candle. We'll move our stop down to VWAP. We'll start trading it down too. In case we get a crazy pop out of nowhere, we're covered and won't lose as much.
I went in with it on a combine. I almost went in on an XFA on that pop up, but I figured, kind of regret that now. But I'm still in it on the combine. How's Bookmap looking?
Bookmap is showing a bunch of orders at 58, right below us, and 58.30, , 750, and then back down to 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. 5,800. That 37.50 play would be perfect for us here. Which would put us in line. We could actually get that move. That would actually be a lot better move. But we hadn't gotten it yet.
That was a nice candle close for our short.
It was a nice candle close for a short. There's no doubt about that. Now, if we can just get them to push it down, make my life so much easier. What's so funny?
As soon as you said that, it pops up to 58.50. Like, if you can, it so for this to be a candidate for a long candle by candle, it needs to close above the body, right? Not the wick.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Come on, give us that push. There's that move there. So we're gonna move you down here. We're risking $600 now. We're actually going to move you to a little bit of profit, $112. It is what it is. We get stopped out here, gives us another entry, and then we're still on the green train. The reason we move that is because of this move right here. All right, 170 on the day for it so far. Slow and steady wins the race, right?
Yeah, I got out 250 on that trade. Gonna regret it though.
Possibly.
Apple back under 230. It's battling that level.
Just look at it. This is insane.
That's crazy. What in the world?
I mean, all your orders are right here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it in a box.
That is the great way to say it. Keep it in a box. U.S. September building permits was revised. Bum, bum, bum. To negative 3.1% from negative 2.9%. So, yes, let's revise our numbers. Why not? Let's throw numbers out there and then turn around and, you know what? We actually were wrong. We're going to revise those numbers. Okay, that's what we do.
It's so crazy too because of the billions of dollars that get shifted on this data. It's not like, it's not like me and you getting a sports pick wrong every week.
You mean like, you getting a sports pick wrong every week?
You're guilty by proxy. They but it's just coming soon later in the stream.
Oh, look at this thing! Look at this thing! I'm in a short on my personal account. I'm up $15 or so, but this one here, this one might hurt on this old combine here.
Nvidia under 140, Apple under 230, Tesla under 250. So all those psych levels got somewhat rejected. Whoa! Turn of the fibs. Yep. Wow.
Oh. Well, you know what? We are green on the day. So
yeah, for the next one. It's really not breaking down. Just kind of
really not. Still in the short on the personal account, just one MUS. I mean, that's been our goal. We've been trading one or two. I actually like the 1 sometimes. I like the 2 sometimes.
Like you said, that stuff adds up.
It does. I mean, it's, if you look, you do 50, $100 a day. That's 250, $500 a week. That is easy.
Easy, stress free. Well, not stress free, but stress less.
I'm gonna tell you, trading MES, yes, it is completely stress free.
Yeah.
Like a minute ago, we were in a trade, and I forgot all I was even in a trade over here because it's one MES, and I can let it play. I can let it play out. You just got to be careful. You tell yourself, hey, I'm in one, I'm gonna let it play out. And you look up, you're 50, $60 down. You're like, oh,
Right.
we're not recovering that back. It's not a one trade get back. So you got to be careful if you're trading small amounts and you're looking for small goals. You got to have your risk to be small too.
Say this is about as clear as mud. I mean, there's not much of a play here.
Oh, I hadn't heard that in so long. I love that scene. We used to have a boss, and he would go through his whole spiel, and it was like clear as mud. I'm like, yeah, clear as mud. Because Frito was notorious for telling you all kinds of stuff, and they kind of contradicted each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna research this real quick so I don't mess it up. I think
one thing I don't like about Weevil. Excuse me. If you look at the ladder, the Dom, it gives you it only gives you 10 orders up and down, so you can't scroll down and look and see what's way down or way up. So it is what it is. But Weevil has stepped their game up actually halfway decent on a lot of the stuff here, so I can't complain.
yeah, I'm interested to give them a shot.
I think it's worth a go. There's no doubt about it. It's worth a go. If you want to trade your own money. Now, we're going to make a video on this, but what myself and Roy suggest is you don't trade your own money when you first start. You use somebody else's money until you get comfortable trading that money. And then you start small on your own personal money if you want to. The reason you end up trading a prop firm is you're trying to fund your personal account is what you want to do. So that's my opinion on it.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
On cue.
I'm reading about Dr. Samuel A. Mudd. It's the famous prisoner in Fort Jefferson at the Dry Tortugas National Park and outside of Key West, which is a very, very cool.
There's a movie.
Oh yeah,
what's that movie? That movie? It's got Matthew McConaughey in it, where they're treasure hunters, and they tell the whole story about Mudd, where it came from in the movie.
Yeah. That was one of their shticks at the tour we did. Yeah, to get there, you have to take like a 2-hour boat ride, hour and a half boat ride. That's cool. I'm a history buff, so I like that stuff.
I love stuff like that. I'm cool with that.
Give me an old town. If I'm in an old kind of historic town, I'm jumping on that trolley tour. I enjoy me a good trolley tour.
You are such a nerd.
Easy navigation. Learn some stuff.
Get on that trolley in New Orleans, you liable to end up where you don't want to be. I remember we took it all the way to the Garden District from the Bourbon Street District, and we're like, all right. They're like, all right, well, you got 4 hours, so the next time it goes back. Good enough now.
That's funny.
I thought it just ran down there and came straight back. No, that wasn't the case. We're definitely
Getting
getting a
good,
big
Pop
engulfing
here.
push up in here. It's really
Yeah, you're
not a
breaking eight.
candle by candle, but you could definitely trade it as a candle by candle here.
Well, you could probably flip here to an 8 break strategy, right? And then a retest of the 8.
We are
Your point of control is at 58.49. That was a pretty strong move up. Got to VWAP and then almost got to VWAP. Kind of rejected. Let's see if it did get to VWAP. So here's SPX. Basically got to VWAP and kind of held. Completely different chart, isn't it?
Yep.
Getting a curl down your MACD though. Momentum slowing on. Getting a curl up on ES. Interesting. There. Calls kind of just trending slightly down. Here's your point of control test.
Wow.
Whoa. Still a lot of time on this candle, but it's setting up for a good one.
It is that, is it not?
Look over here. Apple under 230 now by about 30 cents. Nvidia under 140 now by about 80 cents. Tesla under 250 by $1. Nvidia turned red. Microsoft turned red. Boy. There's your VWAP projection, and you got yourself a candle here. 230 left on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. We took one in the other group, made a couple $100 more on that VWAP rejection. So this is why we did not. I said, hey, it could be played that way, but it's not a true candle by candle, and you can see why. Wow. This is kind of. But is this? Do we make these candles all day? Is this what we do the rest of the day?
That's what I'm wondering, right? The box. Still in the box.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Give us a candle. I would really like to hit. My goal is going to be around 1,500 a day is what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get this thing passed in 4 days. If it doesn't happen in 4 days, it's fine. I think 4 days is a good strategy without risking too much. Good quality profit every day without, without putting a ton on a risk. So that is where we are at. Make sure, hey everybody, make sure if you have not, please like, subscribe. Check out that video, the one with the how to buy the combines. Please make a comment. Like the more comments, the more likes, the better it helps us and gets our name out there. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers. So not only by sharing our stuff, but also by liking and commenting, it helps us get there. The more likes and comments we get, the more we start popping up into other people's feeds and stuff. We start getting suggested. That's what we want. We want to start getting suggested.
Yep.
Need your help to get there. We're working on some other stuff. Like I said, I want to do a short video series. It's probably going to be short. It's like 2 to 3 minute videos on why futures, what's the pros and cons of futures. Just like I said, go over prop firms in general. Just want to go through. We've used a couple of them. There's plenty of them out there. So I'm thinking of just putting a big pool together of reviews and what they say about the other ones. I'm not really sure about them, but we can, look, see what other people say about them. go over some of the strategies, like do a candle by candle, fibs, supply and demand zones, trend zones, all that good stuff that we use. Here we go.
Got a candle.
We need it to get up a little bit though. About 48.50 would be a perfect spot to take a short. See if it gets
49 is point of control. So
there we are. We hit this target down here would be great. If not, we're going to put this right here. That is right at VWAP. I get that, and it might pop up, take us out. But if you get here, it's got a good chance. We'll move it right above VWAP. If something happens, it comes back. Then we'll start curling it down. Hopefully.
that was a hell of a candle. That was a hell of a candle.
Could see this move all down to here, but we shall see. We shall see. Let it play. We might just chop right here. One thing we was talking about why futures, if you were in options play right now, the Greeks would already be eating into your profits. Futures, you don't have the Greeks. You don't have to worry about it. It's not eating into your profits. Getting away from the Greeks might have been the best thing that ever happened to me when I discovered futures. Because you could be right, and the Greeks go against you, and you still don't make or lose on the trade. So.
No, it is definitely an advantage there. Also, the very just be able to play level by level is much easier when you're not having to worry about an options premium tied to it. A little pop here. It's back at the 8.
And one thing too, a lot of people. So I know a lot. Roy was one of them when we first started looking into the different prop firms and all this stuff, and then not just prop firms, but trading our own money. I remember me and Roy having a conversation about not wanting to go trade margin.
Yeah.
And this is a lot different margin you're trading here than, so you're not actually over leveraging. Let's say you had a margin account with Robinhood or Weevil or whoever, and then they give you all this margin you can play with. Well, it's a little bit different margin you're using here.
Yeah. Still dangerous, but not nearly as dangerous.
Yeah, this thing is probably going to take us out and give us a candle by candle to the upside, looks like now. So still got 2 minutes left in this candle, but it is what it is. So we might end up down a tad bit. Today, when the stream's over with, I'm cutting. I sit here for a few minutes yesterday, and I'm not sitting here today. We're cutting this off. I need stuff I need to do. I've been putting off. It is getting fall time, so got to cut the grass one last time, get everything, all dead plants and flowers and stuff thrown away. And tomorrow's garbage day, so today is the best day to get it all out. So garbage picks it all up tomorrow. What a goober play here. My goodness.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it though. You had that candle come through. You gotta give it a whirl.
We just need a rejection here. Looks like we're going to get stopped out before we get to rejection. What's really going to suck is once we get we stop out, we're going to tank hard. That would be about right.
Yeah, it'd be par for the course. You got a minute in this candle, but this is a flip.
We're one tick away from getting stopped out. There it is. There it is. And now we have set up a candle by candle to the long side. Well, we still got 30 seconds on this one, but looks like it's going to be a good candle by candle to the long side. And we will take the trade if it does that. Even though we are right here at these, it breaks to 8. This is actually very strong candle now. You dirty dog, you Dirty dog. What a dirty dog it is, Roy.
I put a long at VWAP. Let's see if it pops back down just a hair. Nvidia's starting to recover. It's back over 139. Apple back over 230, and Tesla still hanging near 250, 249.36. Microsoft went back green, so it's just battling. So I think.
Oh, you dirty dog! You.
Think of it. Hold VWAP here.
I thought we were going to get a clean, smooth breakdown from it. Still might. But. So now it's time to think about what do we want to do for lunch today. Cooked me a double cheeseburger yesterday for lunch. It was really good.
Homemade lunches.
Yeah, I need to start doing that more. I really struggle with not doing it. Made some gumbo last night. That's for supper tonight, though. I can't eat it lunch and supper.
I'll say, is there a way to make gumbo and not a large quantity?
Yeah, it's not going to be good.
Exactly.
I love me some gumbo. I love some Cajun food just in general.
Yeah, I'm a big Cajun guy. I'm a good Cajun guy.
CBD is kind of popping a little bit. It got all the way to negative 3,000. It's negative 1,800 right now.
Yeah,
you
so
are
far
seeing nothing above still, though. And here's the VWAP break after we say that. Yeah, today might not be a candle by candle day. Might be just a range day. You pick your range and you play it back and forth.
How's your fibs looking? Oh, you took them off.
Yeah, we're right there. We're right in the golden though. Yeah. Right in the golden zone. It is holding VWAP surprisingly well, even though we've tested it a few times here and it's dipped below, but it hadn't gotten that move away from it yet. So if we could get a close above the previous candle, that would be a very bullish sign, but we got to get a close above that.
Yeah, still 90 seconds.
Yeah. You got a bunch of orders sitting at 58.60. I just don't know what it's going to do if it gets there, if it can do anything much more. According to Bookmap, you got some orders at 58.90, 58.70. That's about it to the upside on stacked orders. You are stacked pretty heavy to the low side here, which is kind of scary if you're doing this trade.
Yeah, you're getting a push out of Nvidia right now. Flip over there. You're seeing Nvidia approaching 140 again.
NQ looks a little stronger than ES right this second.
Yeah. I mean, NQ's battling. It's 21 ribbon. It's over VWAP.
Holding pretty good.
You got Tesla approaching 250 again. See if it wants to break it.
Bad self.
Golly, that's a wild boy.
Elon is back. Let's see how long this will last, though. But that's a pretty damn strong move from Tesla.
So you're going to get this candle close right at VWAP.
Yep. Right on top of her. Well, do we break down now? CBD's going back to negative 3,000. But it's just not breaking down. This is very interesting. CBD. So what you're gonna notice CBD is moving a lot with it with the price.
Mm-hmm.
So for CBD to really be valuable, you need it to be moving pretty hard in one direction. So a lot of times you'll see like a drop, and then you'll see CBD start to rise, which means that the buyers are stepping in, right? And then you're looking for a pop. And once it pops, you want to see that CBD just start to shoot up. You don't want to see it. You don't want to see it on a chart just like your price action moving up and down. You can't see my hand there moving up and down. But what you're watching CBD.
Yeah,
When
Ty's
you're
not
doing what
really
you're
showing
doing,
anything different.
yeah, I figured we're probably. That's kind of my next thought was I bet you Ty. If you look at Ty, we're probably similar situation.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a little pop up, but it's just kind of been doing what it's doing. I mean, you get little rise, but your call volume's dropping off. Yeah, you're just hanging out. Review out. Yeah, Nvidia though is about to test 140 again. Tesla did break 250. Apple holding 230.
Road, you ever get your picks figured out?
I did
picks
not.
of the week.
Let me flip over to you. Get that sorted.
Go to work.
I like doing two things at the same time.
Well, here we are. We came down. We went below the 8 and then bounced back up. 13 there. I'm not in love with this play, but I'm not actually hating it either, if that makes any sense. We're holding up pretty well.
Kind of the story of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, it could drop and take us out, and then we finish $1,500 down today. But and like I said, this is my last trade, I think, today. Whether we lose it or if we hold it for 14 hours. One of the two. And if you were to, you could have dollar cost average in when it dropped that last drop, got it in, and would be a slightly green right now. So you could scale some out and move your average down. But we're trying to do one entry, one play. I love scaling in a position, though. A lot of you know this. So
yeah.
At that point, you can scale out. 3, I'm trying to hold for one move, one way or the other. So CBD still just chomping around with this price action, so we're not really getting anything there. And you've got a big cluster of orders right above, right below. So one thing that worries me, you got about 300 orders sitting at 58.10 and 200 something sitting at 5,800. I know we still got 40 points or so away from those levels, but that is definitely something to keep an eye on. That's a lot of orders sitting at 58.10. But make sure you like today's live stream if you have not already. Please like and subscribe. Let's see what else we got. Got anything else happening in the world today? The world of everything. looking through. I get some news and stuff through emails. So just checking email to see if we got anything crazy popping through. Nothing crazy. This dirty dog is gonna come back. Yep.
Got me on that one.
Yep.
You know, it was lingering.
Yeah. Remember how I told you CBD was just 1,800, 2,000, negative 2,000? It's negative 3,700 now. What's Tide showing there?
Tide not really showing. I mean, you got a little dip on calls, no rise in puts, but drastic drop in the price action.
Yeah, it's not lining up with that, is it? Oh my gosh!
What?
Look at 58.50.
Flip over.
1,300 orders sitting at 58.50. That's what killed. That's what pushed us.
So are they going to keep that up there to?
Yeah. So what you want to see? This is my point. They're looking for buyers. So if they actually eat those orders up, we could get a very nice pop back up if they eat them. But they got to take them out. Got to take them out for any move back up. Looks like they're going to leave those orders sitting right there. They're not moving those orders. We're a point away from them, and those orders have not moved a bit. So, hey, you do what you got to do, bro. Different strategies. Decker say he took that short off the 20, just took profit. Sorry, MC. I don't apologize to me.
Good call. Good move.
Yep. We were just doing this candle by candle strategy, so didn't offer another opportunity to do anything different because this is what we're trading, and it's not invalid until it glows below that previous candle. So, which it looks like we're fixing to hit. CBD is not running away still again, though. It just kind of got here and stopped.
Yeah, call volume slowly falling. Puts are now rising. So let me flip over to that.
Interesting.
See that. Still below the zero line, though. Premium. And
so that's
NVIDIA.
There's no taking me out.
Yeah. And those orders are staying up there, aren't they?
Yep. Have not moved any. They're adding to it. So they got close to it and then rejected. It's not, I mean, they hadn't even attempted to buy them.
Big spike in calls just happened.
Oh, wow. Does it stop me out before we get a move, if we get a move up? That was really strange looking.
Yeah, so you got a spike in calls. I'm trying to figure out what and where, but notable there.
Trying to buy the bottom, you think?
I guess so.
Is that lead? Trying to get some fries with his Big Mac this time?
Trying to get going? That spike in calls is interesting. The orders are just chilling up there, aren't they?
Yep.
One thing's for sure, they are eating some options premiums today.
The Greeks are doing its job.
Oh, yeah.
CBD is slowly rising back up a little. And we get a drop on that. It's going all the way back to 32, negative 3,100, or from 37.
Yeah, that's super strange.
Yeah. I'm really surprised they're not at least pushing up to try to these orders. I mean, they're not even testing those orders. They got within a point of them and rejected before we even got that close.
Mm.
That is huge numbers, though. And let's do the math on that real quick. Here we go. Going to take us out. Yep. We're $1,600 down a day. We got 1,400 left to draw down. Odds are we're probably not going to take another play. We're just going to, I don't know, if they give us an opportunity, we might look at it, but there's no need.
The drop's not happening in Mag 7 per se. And you had Apple with a little drop, Nvidia with a little drop, but
There's roughly $9 million worth of orders sitting right there.
wow.
Think about that.
Got distracted. Need to do my pick.
Yeah, we're about time. CBD is negative 44. It's still not really going crazy against it, though. That's the weird thing here. Oh, that initial short would look beautiful right now where our stop was actually
Yep.
here. So it never would have stopped out. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. But I mean, you couldn't hold through this.
Yeah.
So
New low day.
I might come back and look next week instead of doing just strictly candle by candle. I might do like a little hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
There's one thing we said. I mean, yesterday, yes, candle by candle played out perfect yesterday, but doesn't mean it's going to play out today, which it hadn't so far. I mean, we were kind of hit or miss. We took some profit early. Well, not actually. That hit our stock losses, though. But they happened to be in profit when they did it. We will wait and see. Wait and see.
Did they clear those orders above?
Yep. Just pulled them out of nowhere. Hey, we're going to leave them. No matter what, we're going to leave them right here. No matter what you do. Like, yeah, we're done with that. We're going to pull them now. We did our job. Damn spoofs. Yep, Roy, they are pulled. They are nowhere to be seen.
Wow.
And look, it pushed it all the way down there. Now it's going to pull those orders with, might grind a little bit. Give me a good, I wish it would turn green so give me another counter by counter of the downside. You got to be careful, careful, careful. We got $1,400 to play with now, so we can't do anything really dumb. If we do, we'll end up resetting these bad boys, and I don't want to reset these bad boys. You got your picks done yet?
Yeah, I got the ones I want.
Uh-oh.
ING. Over 36.
Yep. This is just, that's a huge flag of what that is.
Yeah.
Huge bear flag. We're going to actually cut some of these out of the way. I go back to it, but I don't want to see it anymore. There was your play right there, that break. And then we retested down. But
Gonna rip this thing back up.
all right, Roy, you got your picks. We're getting close to time to call it a day. You ready to disclose your losers of the week?
Give me one more minute. I gotta do my college one real quick, which I already know what I want to do.
Roy's losers of the week. So we're gonna rename this
not-
segment.
I'm not gonna really pick a team that I really want to win, so I'm gonna not jinx them. It's my
So you're not picking Navy over Notre Dame?
Nope. That was the one I wanted to, but I'm not doing it. I just need to get this. Good golly, these images are huge.
This thing can give me here. I'm not taking it.
All right, I'll do this over here.
Oh wow! I see you got another one that I had thrown at you this morning, though.
I did. And originally, I wasn't a big fan of it, but I do like it. I'm really interested to see if they close this candle green.
I hope they do. Give it to me. All right. Well, let's look at your picks. Let's get your picks out. Let's get Roy's losers of the week.
All right, so I'm gonna flip over here. We got a minute before this candle closes. Let's do it fast. Look at Tide real quick. Got Tide rising, puts rising, but look at that call volume just evaporate. So interesting development there. Here's my picks. I got the Monday night game. I'm gonna go over on the. Oh, I picked the wrong logo. We'll do that. Pittsburgh over 36. Pittsburgh versus Giants. Over 36 on the Monday night football game. Russell Wilson. See if he can keep it going. And then I've got Illinois at number 1, Oregon. It's a cover. 21.5.
Ole Miss's former quarterback, Luke Altmaier, leading the Fighting Illini.
Fighting
Mississippi boy.
So, yeah, I like Illinois. They're a good team. On the road at Oregon. Oregon's obviously great, but we'll see. They can cover. See if they can keep it within.
You think about that. You got Dan Lanning at Oregon, who was at Georgia. You got not only Illinois, you got Brett Bielema, the head coach. You got Luke Altmaier, the quarterback. And you got there's a couple other transfers from Ole Miss there, too. So Big
SEC.
SEC moves there.
So you got your green candle here. No.
I don't know why it does that, because you just click like and it instantly goes away. Okay, we'll take a look.
Checks out.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a great spot to end the stream today.
I think so too. It was definitely hard mode this morning. There was a few moves, but that big candle duped us.
Yep.
That big candle got us, and now
got it all back. Now it's going to pop back up. So, but once again, today is Thursday, so no stream tomorrow. I hope you guys have a safe, wonderful weekend. Trade smart today and tomorrow. Make lots of money, and let's go. Let's change our futures. How about that? To the plus side.
Amen. I'm gonna do a little one final note, personal note. Tomorrow is Spina Bifida Awareness Day. You guys may not be able to see my little button, but my little guy was diagnosed with spina bifida. So you guys do a little research. But tomorrow is Spina Bifida Awareness Day. So I always wear a little pin each year. We pass them out. And just spread awareness about certain ailments that some people are going through. And that's all I've got. Had a pretty good week. Not a good day today, but that's all right. We survive another day. Looks like we're going to get a short opportunity as we go in the stream. So
we'll probably try that out here in a minute. If it closes there, we'll see. We got 3 minutes left of this candle, so we might actually take one here, but we will see. But everybody, we will catch you guys Monday with hopefully no technical difficulties. We're not making any changes, so we should be good to go Monday. And we will see you guys Monday morning. Thank you all.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.